Everybody is getting rich off Memecoins right now, and you can too. And in today's video, it's going to be a full step-by-step guide on how to actually make it with Memecoins. So the basics of getting started are buying Solana on an exchange like Coinbase or Binance, then sending it over to your Phantom wallet, which is a Chrome extension. So now you'll have some Solana in your wallet. It should look a little something like this. It will show up how much money you have, how much Solana you have, etc, etc. And after you've got the Solana, you're going to want to head over to the first link in the description, which is going to be a link to the BullX trading platform, which is this right here. And remember, you will need a Telegram account, so if you don't already have that, make sure to sign up now. Okay, so now you're actually in BullX and you have an account. So the first thing you want to do is head over to the wallet section. Now you'll have a new wallet, and here I'll show you what it looks like. Click on private keys and you want to download this and import it into your Phantom wallet. Just trust me, you'll need this for later. It's super helpful. Don't forget to do this. Then you want to click add funds over here, and you just click copy on this address, and then you want to head over to your Phantom wallet, and you'll just want to send some Solana, maybe like 0.4 or however much you are starting with. Okay, so now you're on the BullX trading platform, and things may look a little bit overwhelming, but I'll go through everything step by step. So the first things you might see is the filters. So right here, you want to check off this. So your filters will initially look like this. You want to check off moonshot tokens. Over here, you want to deselect moonshot tokens. And over here, you want to deselect moonshot tokens. You also want to change this filter. So usually it'll look like this, but make the minimum market cap 15,000, and this will just filter out dead tokens and make it look a little bit cleaner. Okay, so now you're on to step 2, which is gas. So if we head over to a coin, just click on any coin, you can see this over here, which is called your gas. So there are actually a couple settings that I have. First one is pump fun MEV protection. Now you can see my priority fee for this is 0.01, and then I actually have a couple zeros in the extra one. So pretty much what this does is a lot of people are using this as their priority fee. Now this means that your transactions will be at the same speed as them. But if you add a 0 and a 1, you'll be faster than anybody using this normal 0.01. It's just like an extra tip. So always, whenever you have a gas setting in here, add a couple zeros and add a 1, and trust me, you'll be faster and outweigh a couple people's transactions. Let's say if I had this 35% slippage and I had buy MEV protection disabled, a bot could actually buy before me. So pretty much a bot buys it up to here, boom, I buy up here at this inflated price, 9k market cap, then the bot sells instantly on me. So pretty much my entry is right here, and the bot has already made its, let's say, 0.1 SOL profit guaranteed. But if you have this enabled, they can't do that, so that is why you want it enabled. And for the sell settings, I have 0.05 and obviously the extra 0.1. Max slippage is 40, sell MEV protection disabled, buy bribe 0.01. I would actually recommend having it disabled for selling. So you want to be the first sell. If you want to sell, you want to sell now, not at a lower price, and you really ever get sell MEV'd. You guys may be wondering, what is a sell MEV? Well, pretty much, let's say you want to sell here, a bot will actually sell his tokens, then make you sell over here, and then buy it back up. This is super uncommon, so I wouldn't really recommend having it on. It's really not worth it. And I have multiple settings, so if you click this little icon over here, you can add different presets, which is super easy, and I'll show you all of mine real quick. And whenever you have your gas ready, so let's say you've copied my settings down, make sure to click this X button and it will save it, because if you don't, the gas settings will not be saved. Now the next preset I have is 0 fees. So pretty much the gas settings are 0 on both ways and a pretty low slippage. I'd actually recommend lowering it down to 10. So pretty much what this does is make sure you pay no extra fees, and you usually want to use this if the coin is dead. So for example, right now there's pretty much no buyers, so when you sell, you don't want to pay any extra fees, or if you have basically nothing in your portfolio. So let's say you're trading with like $10, $15, you don't really want to pay $5 in fees, and it will ruin your trades. So another preset I have is high MEV. So pretty much when there's a lot more people trading on the blockchain, you'll actually have to pay more in fees, or you'll have a slower transaction. So these high volume hours, these are my settings, is 0.02, 50% slippage, MEV protection enabled, and a 0.02 bribe. If you want to save this, just pause the video. And my sell settings are 0.01, 70% slippage, and 0.01 for the bribe, and obviously MEV protection disabled for the sells. Now the final one is for small portfolios. So let's say you're trading with not nothing like the 0 fees, but pretty small, not enough to spend around $10 per transaction. And these are my settings for that portfolio: 0.05 buy priority, 10% slippage, MEV protection disabled. Sell settings are 0.0025, sell slippage is 30%, and sell bribe is 0.025, and the sell MEV protection is disabled. Now, you need to understand one thing when you first start out trading meme coins, that you will lose. You're not going to win because you're trading against people who have been trading for months on end, 12 hours a day. So that's why you should have a budget when you're first starting out. So pretty much this is how much you're comfortable with losing. So let's say that is 1,000 US dollars, and you're happy losing all of this and you'll still be comfortable. So you're going to want to split this. So let's say we split it into $333 and we just do this 3 times. So pretty much you have 3 different chances to build up your portfolio. Now, you're not going to be going in with $333 in each trade. You're going to have 3 separate portfolios. So let's say you go over to your Bullx and you want to add funds. You only deposit $333, that first initial amount, instead of depositing the full $1,000, because this first amount you'll probably lose all of it. And you will learn from this, which is valuable, but you'll probably still lose it. Now, this second balance you might still lose. You'll probably still lose, but you might make it. You might run up this balance. Now, the third one is where you're more likely to actually start properly winning. So if you play this well, you should be able to make some money. Let's say $500, maybe $1,000. It might start small, but it will grow larger and larger. Now, along the way, you'll learn quite a few lessons. Now, in trading, there are a ton of lessons. One of them may be not FOMOing into new pairs. Let's say maybe not trading graduated pairs, because everybody's different. Everybody has their own edge. Let's say you're really bad at trading graduated pairs. You want to stick to new creations. Or for example, if you're really good at trading graduated pairs, you want to start trading those and stick away from new creations. Okay, so a lesson that was super important to me was not revenge trading. So let's say you put a lot of your portfolio into Bill the Duck token at 300k and it heads down to 113k and you've lost a decent bit. You sell here and it's a pretty big loss. Now this is pretty annoying and you might want to make it all back. So you head over to new pairs and you buy stuff that isn't really in your strategy. Let's say chestnut, it's not really part of your strategy and you just randomly buy 2 sol, which is probably too much to put in a new pair. Or maybe in the graduated section, you put it into a scam, send to AI. This looks like it is pretty bundled. So let's say you put this in, even though you know it's probably not a good token, you want to make it all back. So you put a lot of money in and you will lose it because you're revenge trading. You're trading out of emotions. So after a big loss, I'd actually recommend stepping away from the PC for a bit. Instead of trading Elon Musk Doge token, which is clearly bundled, just take a little bit off, take some time away from the screen and just come back to a clear head. Now, when you're new to meme coins, there'll be a lot of phrases that you don't understand. So I'll run over a couple common phrases. The first of which is KOL. So for example, I might be considered a KOL. So if we head over to my Twitter and we head over to profile, I have 2,000 followers and make sure to follow me. And I have a decent amount of engagement, 500 reviews, 20 likes, 400 reviews, 39 likes. And KOL pretty much exclusively refers to Twitter. So if we head over to Casino, this is an example of a KOL, 27k followers, he gets pretty good engagement. And the next phrase you might hear is bundled / bundlers are in. And this coin is an example of it. Elon loved Doge. So you can see here on the 1 second chart, which you guys should all be on, we can see in the first candle went from 18k market cap to 48k market cap. It's bugged, but it actually started around here, 8k market cap to 48k market cap in a single second. That means it is bundled. And if it looks like this, you see this weird candle that spikes up, that usually means it's bundled. We can see there hasn't been any real sells. It's pretty much only up, basically no sells, which indicates it is bundled. Now the next word is DEX page. So this is quite confusing, but pretty much there's a website called dexscreener.com. A lot of you might be familiar with this. I'll just click the DEX screener icon over here. And pretty much you can see their socials. You can see this, which is called a banner. This is just called a icon. And they attach their socials here and even a description. Now this actually costs money, $300. And usually you want a coin to have this. It doesn't have to have it if it's like a major news event, but pretty much you want to have it. So if we head over to check DEX here, Jim the Polar Bear, I already know it's paid, but you can head over to this website, boom, and see if it is paid, because you can actually pay it on Pump Fund. This matters a little bit less nowadays, but you definitely want it to be paid if it's an actual project. Now the next word might be thrown around in a VC, which is bonded. So this graduated section also means bonded, so it's tradable on the main market, not just pump.fun. So this coin, for example, Jessica, Dave's girlfriend, is tradable on the main market, not just pump fun, and this is a pretty big milestone for coins. So they're pretty much either going to do well or instantly nuke. So let's say they hit 100k, boom, it just nukes down. A lot of coins die at this stage, but there are also a couple that are called runners, and they really go super high after they graduate. Now the final word you all heard thrown around is CT, or crypto Twitter. So it's pretty much Twitter and all the crypto people. So it's like a little space with a ton of people that are influential, and these people really matter. If they show a coin, it often does well. This actually segues into the next section pretty perfectly, which is crypto Twitter itself and all the subsections. So for example, famous people, we can see this guy, he was actually banned before. His old account had quite a few followers. It was around 180k. This is his new account, and he gets quite a lot of engagement, and his words carry a lot of weight. But another part of Twitter is actually normal Twitter, so just famous people in general. So let's say Elon Musk, for example, he is super famous. So let's say he tweets out a meme, and it might be a pump fund. Pretty much any tweet he puts out, this, I can guarantee you, it is already on pump fund. I don't think it did too well, but for example, if he tweets out a meme, a good meme, or a dog or an animal or anything like that. See, this probably graduated from pump fun. Let's say he tweets out an animal, that will go super viral and it will do super well, so you want to get in this super early. Now the next thing we will need to understand is the culture and soft shills and also coded tweets. So this likes guy, he has quite a few followers. So let's say he tweeted an apple emoji and a dog emoji. You might not think a lot of it, but it actually might be a shill. So let's say apple dog. So he tweeted an apple and a dog emoji. There might be an apple dog coin, and that could do pretty well. There we go, apple dog, apple with a dog in its mouth. Let's say he tweeted here at 400k, he tweeted an apple emoji and a dog emoji. This is actually a soft shill for this coin. Now you may be wondering, why would they not just tweet out the CA or the ticker? This is actually because a lot of people PvP on these coins, or you may be tweeting out a soft shill because he's showing it down here, and it's a little bit too low of market cap to tweet out the CA. So he might tweet out the image, so he might just tweet out this, not the ticker, not the CA, and that will be a soft shill example. And let's say he tweeted out the image around 200k, you could catch a really nice play if you'd caught that soft shill early. Now another thing you need to understand is mutuals. So let's head over to this Boston Coins X, and let's see if they have any mutuals for me. They're not followed by anyone I am following, which is a bad sign because I'm following a lot of people who are active in this space. Let's see, I'm following quite a few people, so feel free to follow everyone I'm following, so KOLs, and it can help you with all the mutual things. But yeah, pretty much this coin is not followed by anyone I'm following and has 528 followers. It's a little bit suspicious, but if they have like 10,000 followers and they have no mutuals with me, they're probably a fake account slash botted. Now, narratives are a massive thing you need to understand in meme coins. So pretty much a narrative is AI. AI is a long-term narrative where if a coin is AI, it is more favored in the meta and it will get more volume, which is super important for making money. But there are actually two types of narratives, short-term narratives and long-term narratives. So there's a short-term narrative of Minecraft and Fortnite coins. There's a Fortnite OG season, so for like maybe a day, 12 hours, there were some Fortnite coins like Jonesy, Loot Llama, Double Pump, etc, etc. But these are short-term narratives and you need to be able to tell the difference. Long-term narratives are, for example, AI coins is the current long-term narrative. It's been around for maybe like a month or two, and this one is here to stay. Now, an example of an AI coin is Internasaur. So what is their AI? Pretty much, if we head over to their Twitter, we can see that it is actually verified, which is pretty cool. But if we head over to the replies, here is where the cool stuff happens. So pretty much you can add it in any comment section and ask it to make a coin. Internasaur makes a token for Haley Wilch sleeping like Snow White. The image should be in style of this image. Boom, it actually launches a pump fund completely for free. It launches it in like a minute and pretty much anybody can buy this. It's a normal pump fund. This is a really cool tech, and we can see everybody else also liked the tech because it hit 10 mil. I actually showed this on my Twitter at 1 mil, and we can actually see I showed this on my Twitter at 989k, 1.1 mil, somewhere around that. Ape Money Sign Intern, Good Tech. This was on December 5th. And from here, it went up to 8.9 mil, pretty much 10 mil. So this is almost a 10x from my call. I actually faded this a little bit early. Here, I'll show you my P&L. I paper-handed this, sadly. I did call it, but I paper-handed it. So you can see my average price, 997k. I was actually in for 25 Solana. So this is the 5-minute chart. But I was buying around here, and then the volume dropped a little bit. So I paper-handed it. I sold it for a really small profit up around this pump. And we can see just how much I paper-handed it for on paperhands.gm.ai. We head over to my Photon wallet. Let's copy it. Photon is another trading platform, but I actually prefer Bullx. I just used this for a little bit. And this is really, really sad. I paper-handed $50,000. I bought in with 5.6k. I sold it for 6.2k, and I could have sold it for $50,000. So this is why I don't paper hand. I actually had conviction. I saw this tech super early. It looked super cool. It looked super good, but I actually sold way too early because I didn't see too much volume. I was looking for a quick scalp, which I shouldn't have been doing. I was hoping I'd get a quick 2x. That's why if you have conviction in a coin, like I did in this, don't sell it early. And another thing is you should not be trading alone. Join a community. I actually have a free Discord server, and there is a VC there. There is a text chat there. You can just talk to people, you can get to know people, and you can trade with people. Now the reason you want to do this is because there are so many coins coming out. Right now there's not a crazy amount, but there's a ton in high volume hours, and you can't scan all of these. Scanning means pretty much just checking out the coin, seeing if it's good. So I'm going to like check their X, I'm going to check their website, I'm going to check the Telegram. And by that time, it's all the Twitter pretty much, but by that time, there's been a ton of new coins that have come out, and I wouldn't have known about these. All these coins have come out while I was checking those, so you need friends in a VC to be checking all the coins at the same time, so you can get the maximum amount of profits. And the final, and honestly most important thing in this whole entire video is finding a trading style that works for you. I actually personally prefer longer term plays. This was meant to be a longer term play, but I faded it. An example of a longer term play, longer term scalp and longer term play, I do both, was Rich. This was a little while ago, but it was a very good example. So head over to the 4-hour chart. I was actually bigging it up around here, not perfectly at the bottom. I was going around like here, so maybe 2.6 mil, around 2.2 mil, 1.7 mil. I was bidding all the way down here. I saw it was a super solid project. It was at a nice dip. We can see there's a little bit of support. I'm not going to really do TA, but pretty much it was a really nice dip, and I was able to sell for, I believe, 2.5x, but with size. And what do people mean by with size is with these new coins, these brand new pairs, you can only put like 1-2 sol into it maximum. But this, like for example in Turnosaur, you could put in 10, 15k, not that much, but 24.5 sol, which is around 6k. So if you get a 10x of 6k, it's 60k instead of getting a 10x of 1 sol, which is like 2k profit. So that is why people often like trading with size, but it doesn't work for everyone. So everyone has their own individual trading styles. A lot of people like scalping. So for example, some people, when the dev sells, they instantly buy and then sell. So they sell for around maybe 0.3 profit. An example is this coin that I did a trade on real quick before this video. It was a very small trade, but when the dev sold, I actually bought in and then sold on this volume after, because people want to CTO the coin, so when the dev sells, it's bullish. Now a lot of people do these really small scalps, so this isn't much profit. It's 40 bucks, 0.16 sol. But a lot of people trade like this. They can stack up these wins. Maybe people like trading with a Twitter tracker, which I'll go into on a later video, or people like trading with size. You got to find what works for you personally. It's different for everyone. I can tell you like what different styles there are, but you've really just got to experiment, you've got to spend some time in the market, and you'll figure it out. You can make a ton of money. And that's pretty much all for this video. I will have my Discord link down below. I will link my Twitter at DustXBT. Make sure to follow it. And thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, comment them down below. Like, subscribe, and see you guys in the next one.